Hey everybody, um, welcome to my newest multiplayer obsession for the past couple of weeks. We're looking at Breaking Point for Arma 3, which is a game that I have spent also a lot of time playing. So basically what I want to do with this video is give new players kind of a crash course in what to do for the first couple of steps after they spawn in. Because I know personally the first couple times I played this game, I just died from the environment. I ate a piece of raw meat and died of infection without knowing how to cure it. All sorts of stuff. So this is just kind of a really short, brief crash course of what you can do just to survive better within the first half hour of the game after spawning in. So let's do this thing. I'm gonna play as a ranger. They get points for helping other good factions and for killing bad factions, and they get a little bit of armor to start off with. So that's what I've been playing mostly. Generally speaking, I think the most probably action-packed choice out of these three about where to spawn is probably Central. There's a lot of bigger cities there. For now, just gonna start out on the west. All right. So, really the first and most important thing that you should remember when you're playing Breaking Point is just the basic principles of situational awareness. Always be looking around because you never know who's coming up behind you. Looking around all the time will help you check out and discover roads. It'll help you discover small settlements, places for loot. And it'll also help you detect any other players that are kind of around the area that might chop you to pieces. None of the classes start with any weapons equipped, with the exception of the Hunter class, who does start out with a hatchet, being, I guess, the homicidal psychopath type character in the game. I have been chopped to pieces with a hatchet before, so it's not a good way to die. It's very embarrassing. So really, when you start this, you don't have a gun. This is my inventory. Because I am a ranger, I start out with 2 painkillers in my backpack. I don't know if the small bandages come with everybody. I'm not sure. But really, that's all I got. I'm unarmed and pretty screwed if somebody meets up with me at the moment. This is my map. I do not have one. The only thing I have is a compass. And so what I'm doing right now is I am picking a direction and running straight until basically I see any building that's lootable. I really don't have anything to lose at this point, so I might as well go as fast as possible. If somebody's tracking me with a gun, then I'm probably dead anyway. So you might as well just pick a direction, go in it, keep looking around for people to dodge or, places to pick up gear. And, yeah, we'll just keep running in a straight line until I see one of those. In terms of what you should be looking for right out the gate, in this situation, really the first thing you want is to get a gun. A gun is probably your primary thing that you want, just because your primary threat is other players in the game. Zombies you can run around them all day, but players are the most dangerous thing to encounter, and if you don't have a gun, your chances of surviving are not very good. So let's check out this over here. I found a couple of... Alright, so there we go. 7 round APC 45. Alright, this is the one. So this is kind of an old-timey gun. Oh, great. That's perfect. What I was going to mention a little bit later, but it just come up right now. You want to find a gun first. That's pretty much your primary objective. There's a couple other things, but what's really important, if you can do it, and if you can do it immediately, because I just found it really quick, is upgrading your backpack. I know. So you want to make sure that if anything's in the backpack, you unload everything first, take it out of your inventory, then put this over here, and then put everything you want back inside it. I'm going to take this watch, and I guess I'll take that water bottle too. And now, this is like, I'm in like the Old West right now, but it's better than nothing.
Hey!
What the hell is that? Alright. Now the reason why I was talking about the backpack and why you want to try to look for one of those as quickly as possible, really the next step after you've armed yourself a little bit, have a few supplies, is you really want to be able to probably start storing weapons via storage caches, for which you can find a blueprint for. The building materials that you're going to need to build that are probably not going to fit in the stock backpack that you spawn in with. So getting a backpack upgrade to at least one of these, which I think is called a sports bag, which is the second tier of backpack, is a good idea because it'll give you space enough to at least build a storage crate that you can then hide somewhere around the map and have a small cache of weapons and equipment ready for, you know, use whenever you need it. Besides that, the next thing that's really important to try to grab is a map. Because you gotta find out where you're going. Because right now, I don't really know. So I'm gonna follow, let me see, is there a road here? Yeah, there's a small road. Just gonna go over here, check out this building, see if there's a map in it. Yeah, so I've been playing this game for about 3 weeks now, and this is still an alpha, but it's pretty good. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm playing on Altus right now. I like this map a whole bunch. It's nice because the higher populated areas, the ones that drop the better loot, the building material, the bigger cities, you know, those are going to be the action spots. So that's where you're going to most likely be to encounter other players. But the map is so big that there are smaller, less populated spots that people don't usually go to. So if you need to, you can take yourself out of the fight to, you know, do your own thing. There's just enough space for looting and building as well as getting into gunfights, which is pretty cool. Here's a utility belt. That'll give me some extra inventory, which is nice because I need it. This will go all the way up to stuff like plate carriers and blah blah blah. Alright, so here's a blueprint. So this particular blueprint is for a gun cabinet. But this is for a haven. Havens are little buildings that you can occupy on the map. There's a military crate. I'll just take that one as well. Havens are basically a system where you can lock a building, make it yours, fill it up with different types of equipment, weapons. Some people even manage to get cars into their havens after they build them, I think. The other thing that you can do, and I just picked up the blueprint for it, I don't know if you saw it, was the military crate. Military crate is cool because if you want, you can store a cache of weapons or equipment somewhat random on the map. And Altus is pretty big, so you could have like a little safe haven to go back to if you've managed to store up enough equipment without dying. I'm gonna take this just in case I find a 9mm pistol. So yeah, like I said, you can build a military crate anywhere on the map. Have a nice little cache of weapons and equipment for you. Oh, this is a combat knife. This is good to have. I'm gonna put that in my backpack. Hammer as well. Nails. Does this go here? Can this go here? Okay. I don't know. Now, the first couple times I played this game, I had no idea what soda was for. And that's just because I made the stupid assumption that soda in real life dehydrates you. So I didn't even drink it when my character got thirsty, but you can use soda to take away thirst. It was pretty stupid of me. Where the hell is the fucking map? Oh, binoculars. That's a good one to have. Let's see where am I gonna go. Just gonna push a little farther into the town. Oh, okay. So there's a military tower right there, and I'm not gonna give away too much about the loot that you can get and all that stuff, but you know, the way I look at it's actually pretty logical. The stuff that you're gonna find in a house is gonna be all kind of old-timey type of, you know, personal self-defense weapons, maps, food, all that stuff. If you see another type of structure, let's say a building under construction, you can pretty much guess. I'm gonna take that. You can pretty much guess what's going to be in the building when you look at it. So over there, that's a giant military tower. I'm pretty sure that you can probably guess what's going to be in there if I go try to look around. Actually, that thing might have a map. Oh, and also, you know, another way to get around. Road signs. Once I have a map, I'll know what this means. I'm not looking around enough. Somebody's going to sneak up on me and just fucking murder me. Yes, this game is fun. I'm liking it a lot. It's pretty interesting. I have definitely been. I'm not seeing a lot of zombies right now. I'm thinking that's because you have to be in a place for a specific amount of time, for a set amount of time, before the zombies kind of spawn in. I think it's triggered by the length of time you're in a place. I have definitely been in really shitty situations involving zombies before. Sometimes you just get backed into a corner and they just eat you. It's pretty bad. Let's see, matchboxes. Let's take one. Come on, map. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is it. Sometimes it's just hard to find the item you want. You get it eventually, if you're just aware of where to look, but sometimes it just takes forever. It's crazy. So it's like I can almost tell that this place has been looted very recently. A few doors in the buildings were open. A good way to kind of actually even avoid detection at all is really the outside doors of a building. You should close them whenever you come up on whenever you come up on a building, because what's going to happen is the guy's coming up behind you and he's tracking you a little bit. He'll kind of know where you've been, where you're going around. It'll just raise his guard a whole bunch. He'll start maybe looking for people or just being a little bit more conscious and aware of what's going on. If you close the doors behind you, a guy just might come up on you without having not even known you were there. And in this particular game, being the one that shoots first is really important in a gunfight, especially because of the way that the damage system works. If in this game, if you get shot, there's a couple of different effects that are incurred. One is you start bleeding, so you have to use an item for that, which is bandages. Oh, here's a map. All right, great. We got a map. Excellent. Oh, and some ammunition for this Makarov that I picked up before. So, as you can see, I'm just like... This is not good. This is not like a good loadout. I'm very vulnerable. I don't know how well this Winchester does. I've never used it before. Anyways, when you get into a gunfight in this game and you get shot, a couple of things can happen. Number one is that you're going to bleed. Bleeding effect is taken away by bandages. A heavy bleeding effect is taken away by, I believe it's military field dressing. The other thing that can happen is that a bullet can actually break your bone if it's the right spot, if it hits you in the right spot. And when a bullet breaks your bone, the way to take away the effect is morphine. So you have to have a morphine syringe. And those are slightly more rare. The other effect that you might incur as well is going to be pain, which is signaled by your screen vibrating a whole bunch. If you get your bone broken and it's your leg, you actually can't run anymore. You kind of slow to a walk. If you start out with light bleeding, don't have a way to fix it, you can actually, that effect can actually evolve into heavy bleeding, for which you're screwed if you don't have the military field dressing, which, as I said before, is not something that's readily available when you're, kind of running through these towns. So yeah, the reason I'm saying this is because getting a shot in first in a gunfight in this game is probably the best way to survive. And as a result of that, it's best keep your eye open and try to see people before they see you. That'll help keep you alive. And I think that we pretty much got everything we needed. Let me make sure here. So I got rifle, backup. I got small bandages. That's good for small bleeding. I got painkillers, which is good for pain. Water bottle. I got a military crate blueprint, which I can build later. Oh, I can actually melee with this rifle, which is cool. If you want to be able to melee with a weapon, with a gun, I mean, you have to push F to change your firing thing, firing type, and then just start hitting people. Start whacking those zombies. Just whacking them good. Some guns have bayonets on them, so you can use those. That's actually probably the most accurate hand-to-hand weapon in the game. I would say a hand-to-hand weapon is probably the last thing you want to go for in terms of importance or what you're looking for, because zombies you can just run around zombies. It's not difficult to do that. Zombies are a threat. They can get you into trouble if you're not prepared for it, but when in doubt, when you see a zombie, just run circles around it, because you can. So yeah, we got bandages, we got painkillers, I got some drink, I have some food somewhere. Yep, some spaghetti. I got both my gun slots filled out, another couple bandages. Combat knife is good because it'll allow you to gut animals if you kill them. Just make sure to cook your meat first. Same if you get a dose of water bottle. A dose of water from a container, make sure to boil that stuff. And that's about it. I hope this, kind of helped you figure out what to do, where to go, what to look for the first time around. Oh, and my backpack. Make sure you upgrade this backpack. It'll give you a lot more options. That's weird. Interesting. I don't know why that's... Why is it? That's so weird. It's like... The camera angle is way off. Okay. Well, that's it. Maybe I'll submit that in the bug tracker because this is an alpha. So that's what I'm supposed to be doing. Testing, I guess. Anyways, thanks for watching the video. Hope it helped you out. Comment, like, do whatever you want. I don't care. This is Aging Gamer. I'll be back. Actually, I'm back. I'm kind of an idiot. I forgot a really important part of this tutorial, which was explaining to people how to get around. I don't know where the hell I am right now. Check out my map. There's a whole bunch of stuff around. I don't know what's going on. So I'm gonna go ahead and figure out where I am. And the kind of the easiest way to do that is when I spawned in originally, I told you to just kind of pick a direction and go with it. You want to do that until you kind of find a main road, or in this case a town, is probably the best option. And then go into town and try to reach the very, very edge of it and check for whatever road is leading away from town. And with any luck, there will likely be a sign that's letting you know which town you're leaving, which you'll then be able to check out on the map and choose which direction to go in to get to the next place you want to go. I'm using my melee over here. Oh, that ranger got eaten by zombies. There's a zombie. I guess you haven't seen one yet, huh? This is so janky. This is I don't know how to do this. I don't even know what part of this guy I'm hitting or oh, he's hitting me. He's not even moving and he's hitting me. Oh, I'm bleeding. Alright, so there. That was your bleeding effect. This is a light bleeding effect that happens. I don't know why I'm not hitting him. That's really fucking weird. This is what a light bleeding effect looks like on the corners of my screen, as you can see. If I let this linger too long, it's very possible that it'll turn into a heavy bleeding effect, which would be bad because I don't have a way to counteract that at all. So let's apply the small bandages. Take a minute. Get that juice. And there it goes. My bleeding effect has gone away. Now, if you notice, my screen is actually shaking a little bit. So, what that means... Damn it, I have to find out where the hell I am. Alright, I'm just going to get the hell out of here. Oh, there it is. You see? Look. I am leaving Sirta. Excellent. I did not know. Now I know. And now I have a general idea. So let's use my compass. I'm taking the southeastern road, at least that's how it starts, out of Sirta. Now, my screen is shaking. That is the indication for my player being in physical pain. The way to get around that is painkillers. I am not entirely sure whether or not pain, your character enduring pain is just like a graphical thing, or whether it means that you'll slowly be using health until you take care of it. I'm not sure. I haven't figured that out yet. But you can see there that just getting hit by a zombie, I had to use up 2 items just to fix myself up. And I'm not even fixed yet, actually. Just to get rid of the effects, I had to use 2 items. I had to use the bandages and the painkillers. And I'm even going to have to do something else right now that hope you guys are aware of, but may not be. There's a custom button, and in regular Arma 3, it's just kind of the sit-down button, which is the which one is it? It's the quotation marks button. Right now I'm sitting down, chilling out, just relaxing. And what this is going to do is it's going to allow me to heal up. And the reason I know I'm damaged is because the screen, the colors are actually going black and white. It's less, colors are less vivid. It's a lot more dull. It's got a lot more of a Saving Private Ryan feel to it. And that's how you know you've kind of taken a little bit of damage, is when the colors start to fade out. Stuff starts going black and white. So if you notice the top right hand corner there, I get the little plus sign with a heart. That means that my character is resting and healing. I believe that resting and healing only heals you to 75% of your health. To get the rest of it back, I'm not 100% sure. I've heard that cooked meat is the thing that works, but I don't know. If somebody does, comment, let me know, tell me. Last thing is I wanted to show you guys, like I mentioned, is I have a map now. And I remember that I was leaving Sirta. Let's try to find out, where the hell is that anyway? Alright, sorry about that. I had a massive lag spike, no idea why. Like we said, we are on the way out of Sirta via the southeast, and I think I started out in the west here. So let me just try to find out where Sirta is, because I don't know off the top. Ah, there it is. Top of my head. There, right here. So here. So we were leaving out of the southeast, which is either, no, it was a dirt road, so it was definitely probably this direction. That's it. When you have a map, try to find a settlement, get some type of indication about where you are. Sometimes they can be posted along the roads. They're definitely posted on the outskirts most of the time. Look at the direction you're going in, and then you know how to get anywhere else on the map. Pretty easy. Cool. So that's what I'm going to call it. Everybody, thanks for watching my video. I hope you like it. I'm going to post more. Like, comment, do whatever you want. This is a zombie that I hear. And for the purpose of ending this video correctly, I can't even aim with this. Oh, that's why. Okay. Wow, this is a shitty gun. I'm glad I didn't get into a fight with this. Alright, everybody. I'll see you next time.